Today we are at Oak Ridge Forest Preserve. Wilma and I are going to walk around in here for a while. I think first we're going to go down to the canoe launch. We skipped the canoe launch last time. Wilma likes to go to where the water is, so we'll walk down here. It's mostly horse trails here, not much else. But it's a nice walk. And maybe we'll try the new river crossing. I didn't wear my waterproof boots, but it looked like it was only an inch or so deep before, so we'll see it. First, Wilma has to go look into the river and get a little drink. This is the bridge over the Kishwaukee River. This is, your typical canoe launch. Back there is the parking lot. We parked out by the street. I don't think you can see the Jeep back there behind the trees, but I like to park outside the gate just in case I get locked in. I don't want to have to call somebody and have them come let me out. I'm sure we'll be back long before the gate closes, but yeah, never know. There's the entrance, the trail. There's a bunch of people out here with horse trailers. You can see a couple horses. Now there's a stand of willows. It's a good bet there's usually water in here. Looks like there's a little bit of a water feature here that's pretty much dried up, although I see some over there. Almost completely uninterested. She wants to go. We've been here before. If I remember correctly, most of the river here is pretty high bank. There isn't much access to it for Wilma, except along one spot. And there's a new river crossing, according to the park manager. I sent him an email a few weeks ago. And I asked him about it. He said it's only been there a month or less, so we'll have to give it a try when we get over that way. This is pretty much, we've been walking along the riverbank here. You can see it's 5, 6, 8 feet high here. There isn't much access to it. Over there, it's down that way. There's places where it's only a few inches deep. You could probably get across if you could get down the bank. Wilma's in a big hurry. I can hear traffic over there. That must be River Lane, or River Road rather. There's an interesting side path. I think we'll just go over here and see what it is. Might not go very far. Now the little path leads to a wooded area, kind of a swampy area probably most of the time. Right now it's pretty dry. I don't think it's all that interesting other than that. It's kind of cool. There's a old fence line that must have gone through here. See a couple of fence posts. Here's an ancient map, which I don't really understand. It looks like it's been here forever. There's a boundary sign back there, so I'm guessing this is the northern extent. If I remember correctly, there's a little chunk of this along the river that the Forest Preserve District doesn't own. Guessing it's somebody's hunting preserve. Now we've come out to where the set of power lines is to the east of the park. We're going to head this way, I think. This says boundary. I don't know if it's... Actually, I think the boundary is to the east there. I think this is still part of the Forest Preserve. We've turned west, kind of going along the river here. You can see the bank of the river. The power lines are behind us. And here you can see Wilma in the weeds. Get out of the weeds, Wilma. She wants to go over to the river. But it's just too steep for her to get down there and get back. Although you never know. Now the other side of it isn't. I don't know. It's too deep to walk across though. Although there's places you probably could. Not sure what this is. Looks like they're moving the trail away from the river maybe. Or maybe part of the trail fell into the river. Last time we were here there were some places where it was pretty close. Now we've come over by the river. Again, the riverbank is pretty high, so I can't let Wilma down there. I don't think she could get back up anywhere real close. There's some snags out there. The river's flowing pretty good, even though it's low. This might be I see a boundary sign out there. I don't think that that's actually a boundary of anything. I'm pretty sure everything to the north of the river is in Deer Run. I'm not sure what that sign is. But as I surmise, that other little trail they cut in just comes back. I think it's just too muddy sometimes for the horses. So there's the horse crossing to the west of, I don't know, not very far, over by where the other power lines are, is the new river crossing, which allegedly you can walk across. We'll take Wilma down here. We'll see if she'll get the drink. Well, of course she went into the water. There's a little bit of a gravel bank here. Maybe we'll walk down a little bit. We were on the other side when we were in Deer Run there. There's Piggy still in the water. Someone lost a purple sock. A group of horse people over there. Maybe they're going to cross into Deer Run. Well, Emma went out in the river again. It's pretty much belly deep there, so she came back. It's not very wide here, but it's probably, I don't know, 8-10 inches deep. We saw a bunch of mussel shells, pretty good sized ones. There's one, that's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches across. There's some more, about the same size. Don't see any in the river though. Well, the horse people, it's all girls by the way, went across the river and they're going into Deer Run. I'm not going to go across there though, it's too deep. Looked like it was up to knee high on the horses. There is indeed a river crossing sign, so we're going to go take a look. Follow this path to the river crossing. There's a spot here where you could probably go down inside this little, I don't know what it is, little wetlands I guess, little floodplain. I don't know if there's some birds. Seen lots of birds out here. Now we made it to the new crossing. There's a big stick. Probably going to move that big stick. I don't know how deep it is there. Maybe I can get Wilma to go out there and take a look. Come on, Wilma. Come over here and see how deep it is. Come on. She'd rather play in the mud, I think. There she goes. Well, it looks to me like if I had my waterproof boots on, I could walk across here. Sometime I'm going to have to try it with my waterproof boots. I meant to do that, and I just forgot to bring them this time. I don't know what that white thing hanging in the tree is. Kind of birdhouse, I guess. Looks plastic to me. I think I'm going to have to change the batteries, though. I'm getting some kind of a weird error message. Well, I changed the batteries. It seems to be working now. Somebody has penciled in the new river crossing here. And it says you are here, where we actually are. I'm going to take this little side path out to Perryville, just for the heck of it. Never been on it before. Warning, electric fence. Yeah, there's someone's little horse farm here. I don't know. This must be this little narrow chunk of land that's shown in the map as belonging to the district. Now that's Black Hawk Road there. This is Perryville. And this is where this little piece comes out. I don't know exactly where this ends up, but I think that's all Black Hawk Springs there. And I think up there is where the river crossing is for the paved path. I'll have to look on the map. That's really a dark green. I don't know if that's poison ivy or not. I don't think it is. It might be though. It's a little rough around the edges to be poison ivy. I've never seen any of that color of green before either. Now we're coming back down towards the horse camp, and Wilma wanted to take this little side path. I don't know where it goes, some kind of game trail. Come on, Wilma, we'll go take a look. It comes over the side of the hill and goes down into this swampy area. Hard to tell where it goes from there. If I was a little more adventurous, I might head down that way and see. I don't see that it goes anywhere. Now we're coming down this trail. I think this is the one that's labeled Future Equestrian Camping. There's a old deer stand, looks pretty rickety. There's another one over there in the tree there that looks a little better. Not a whole lot. Yeah, we'll see. We haven't been this way before, so a little different. There's what looks like another deer stand as we turn at the corner of the park, and I think we're going south now. It's so overcast I can't see the sun, even though I can. Oh, there's plenty of light. That's another rickety looking one. I guess if you're going to sit out in the cold and look for deer to kill, you got to do it the tough way. Oh, there's somebody got at. It's a pretty good size critter. I don't know if it's a deer or not. Well, this must be the Future Equestrian Camping. Looks like this little piece of trail goes out to Blumberg Road, and this goes back to the parking lot. I don't want to walk out to the road. Can't actually see it from here, but I can see a cornfield, so it can't be very far. There's a cornfield right there. The road's in front of the cornfield. Dead mouse. I'm surprised Wilma didn't grab it. Across this field, I think I see the outhouse. That must be the parking lot over there. Seen quite a bit of fresh evidence of horse on this trail, so maybe it was those girls coming back.